What is going on, guys? This is Boosted Life TV. I'm Nick. Just wanted to introduce the truck to the channel. Realized it hadn't been on yet, so you'll be seeing a lot of this season, whether it's racing, tuning, working on the truck, whatever it is. Just wanted to introduce it and give you guys a brief overview of what the setup is. So the motor. The motor was originally a 6.0. It is now a 408. Was originally built at Thompson Motorsports. I've really loved this motor so far. Had a couple issues with it, but so far so good. I'm running a custom grind cam as well as PRC 247cc heads from Texas Speed, and I've really liked that so far. Sitting on top of the motor is a Magnuson TVS 2300 jack shaft blower. I have this blower spinning probably as fast as you can spin it. I have the rear cogs overdriven, the crank pulley overdriven 10%, and a 2.65 grip tech pulley on it, making around, I believe, around 15-16 pounds of boost. So far, I've really loved the torque curve of this blower. It's a TVS blower, so definitely has a really nice whine to it, and you really can't beat it. I've gone back and forth whether I wanted to go turbo or not, but I definitely love the blower, and I plan on sticking with it for a while. So fuel, what am I running for fuel? I'm running pump gas. I'm running ID 1050 injectors, as well as a twin Walbro 255 setup in the tank, as well as a Fuel Lab fuel pressure regulator. And that setup so far has been really good for me. Haven't really had any issues with it so far. I have contemplated going on flex fuel, E85 or race gas, probably leaning towards race gas since that has a lower ethanol percentage, and I probably won't be able to max out the pump on that just because of the ethanol content percentage. I believe like Sunoco 260 GT Plus only has an ethanol content rating of like 13% or something like that. So I'm really leaning towards that and running that on a HP Tuner's N-Gauge or a Edge CTS Insight Pro, where I can switch tunes back and forth between pump gas and race gas. For exhaust, I'm running pace setter, long tubes, 1 7/8 headers, as well as a 3-inch collector, going back to a 4-inch single exit on the passenger side. I really like this exhaust setup. Haven't had any issues with it. It looks really nice. I will admit some people do say I look like a diesel because it has a larger tip on it than what you would typically see on a gas truck, but I love it nonetheless, and it looks really good and sounds good. For transmission, I am running a 4L80E. This is a 2500, so I didn't have to do a swap or anything like that. Came like that from the factory. I did have it built by Jim and Tyler Gray in Gainesville, Virginia. So far, I've loved this trans. Haven't had any issues with it. Running a 2800 Yank stall converter in it, and it's been really good for me. Haven't had any issues. Off the line, really firm shifts, solid, regular drivability, no issues there. I would definitely recommend getting your trans built by them or sending it to them. As far as the rear goes, I am running a 14-bolt rear in the back. Again, this is a 2500, so that came with it from the factory. The only changes that I've made to it is a Eaton True Track locker. No issues there. Really like it. Really helps the truck go straight if it does start spinning, and no issues. Steering and suspension, what am I running? Up front for steering, I'm running a Kryptonite setup that is tie rods, Centerlink, Pitman idler arms, and then as well, when I was getting that done, I had ball joints and wheel bearings replaced as well. Especially on these older trucks, you definitely want to do that if you're already in there and you're in the steering part of everything. So I definitely recommend that if you do want to switch up your steering a little bit. The truck drives really good. The steering has pretty much no play in it. Drives really straight. I would say it drives like a Corvette, but I've never driven a Corvette. As far as shocks and everything go, I am running QA1 adjustable shocks all the way around, doubles in the back, singles in the front. In the front, I have the torsion keys all the way down. In the rear, I have 2-inch drop shackles with the overload spring taken out. The truck sits really nice. I normally run a 22-inch wheel with a 275/45/22 tire on it. Sits really nice, not too low, not too high. Doesn't look like it's slammed or anything, so I really like that about the truck. I also have cow tracks on the truck for traction, so that's been really good as well. I love the adjustability that you can do. Sometimes at the track, you are either hooking left, hooking right, and the truck's trying to pull a little bit. It's really easy to do that while I'm racing at the track, or if I'm on the street or anything and the truck starts making weird pulls. As far as tuning goes, I'm on a stock ECU. The truck is being tuned by Matt Shue, and I believe he's in the Richmond area. Really excited for that. I've heard really good things from friends and online reviews, so pretty excited to see what the truck puts down on the dyno. Goals for this season. Last season kind of cut me short. I only had the truck out a couple times. I did manage to go a 760 spinning all 4 tires at the track, So hopefully this year I would like to see a 690 out of it on this setup, but I definitely need some good track prep and good air to do that. I will have a video up soon of the truck being tuned on the dyno. It's being tuned right now in a couple weeks, but I'm not sure when this video is going to be up. So look for that. That's going to be a really cool video, and hope to get as much footage as I can for that. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.